Hey folks, this is Brent Easton with Easton Farms. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I got the corral done several days ago and it started in raining and didn't quit. So it finally kind of ended late yesterday evening and I just haven't had a chance to work the cattle or do anything. So I've been getting by good, just continuing with rotational grazing and stuff, trying to keep everybody out of the slop, but it's been a challenge. So I put this corral up on top of this big hill and it drains fairly well away from it in every direction. That's why we put the ponds all around this hill. But we were so super saturated, and still are, that we had water standing right up here on top of the hill. So, and it's still mushy. I didn't really want to try to work cattle in rain, and that new squeeze chute floor of it's obviously going to get mucky and slick, and trying to work out in the rain, I just thought, well, we'll wait for a better day. So anyway, I shot an update video of the finished corral either, or working facility, so thought I'd do that today since it's sunny and pretty. So I'm standing up on my mule so I can get somewhat of an aerial view. And so what we've got here is, this is the entry gate, and then that's the main catch pen, and it's 3 12-foot panels by six in the middle and kind of 5 on this side. I curved this side just because I needed to squeeze one panel out of there and use it somewhere else. So I thought it might be kind of useful to actually have a curved corner up there anyway, so that worked out. I had to change the configuration quite a bit from my original plan. I had planned on a 5 by 5 panel corral with a laneway in the middle, and that just wasn't working out very well at all, dimension wise. The 4-way posts that I got with the thing don't really let you hook into the middle of a panel and split it, so I wasn't able to get, with a 5 by 5 configuration, I wasn't able to get the sorting pins split exactly in the middle, so one was coming out bigger than the other, where I had to junction off of one intersection of 2 panels. So I sat down a minute and rethought the whole thing and changed it kind of to a 6 by 5 without the laneway in the middle of the pen. That freed up some floor space inside the pen, made the catch pen, or let it stay larger, and didn't take up any of the space, square footage for the sorting pins. So what I did was I took the panels that I had left, since I didn't need the laneway in the middle of the pen, and I just put my squeeze chute on the exterior of the pen and made it one panel, the laneway one panel deep. And I had that laneway door that was extra in case I needed it, and that just gave me the perfect option to change things around and do it this way. Now I realize I'll probably, or may want, a longer laneway than that. That should get me by okay for the time being, I think. Especially where I'll probably be working by myself most of the time, it would be nice to have a little bit more holding capacity in the laneway. So 2 panels deep would probably be much more ideal. I think I would be able to get the animals that would be in that kind of a capacity worked through in a reasonable time, where they're not getting stressed from being held in that little laneway, if it was 2 panels deep. I know I'll be able to with 1 panel, but it is what it is. That's what I had to work with, so, without going and buying more panels. But anyway, this stuff's really cool. The way it went together pretty darn fast. Let me climb down here. Sorry for the shaky camera, but I'll walk you through here. So these are the latches, and those work slick. The standalone doors are pretty nice. gates. So we'll come in here. As you can see, it's a pretty good sized catch pen. Should be able to get everybody in here comfortably. We've got about 65 head. Well, we've got a little over 70 head now with all the calves, I think, or by the time they're all born. So anyway, we've got 7 on the ground now, and so we've got 8 left to go. And anyway, the nice thing about this stuff is that you can add onto it real easy to expand if need be. So I mean, if I need this catch pen bigger, all I've got to do is get a couple more panels and add onto it. It's no big deal. They all hook together like a billet set, so it's pretty neat. And then I put this panel here to help me sort and split. Kind of a bit of a barrier just to guide traffic more than anything. So I laid the first sorting pin out to where we have a curved side over here, so we don't have a corner to really get for anybody to get stuck in. It's a bit of a bud box idea, and I've not had these cattle in a corral type setting with hard sides. I have sorted them several times with just step-in posts and poly wire. They're trained to hot wire well enough that, you know, I can run a strand to my gate and walk out through them and sort that way, and just pick out the ones that I want to sort off. And that's always worked super good for me. But with growing numbers, I thought we needed to do something else. Plus, I didn't have any way of holding them that way to give them any shots or anything like that. And they definitely need a pink eye vax. So pink eye and black leg, they're the 7-way. So I think we're going to give them that. That's the first time that they've ever had any vaccination since I've had them. And show you the new squeeze chute. This is a Prefert SO4 squeeze chute, so basically spared no expense on the cheaper side of the squeeze chutes. Kind of an oxymoron, but without going hydraulic and going to a bigger name brand, this is the top of the line that was available easily around here. Look at that, we've got a little visitor in here. Now, what are you doing all the way out here in the middle of pasture? We're half a mile away from the, well, quarter of a mile away from the closest tree. That's that big pecan way over there on top of the hill. Isn't that weird? How cool is that? And you're the wrong color. Do you not have a shade of blue? Cool. So anyway, yeah, this squeeze chute has a double gates. It's got the head gate, and then it's got the tail gate on it, the rear gate. So I've got a way of shutting this off behind the cattle as they get into the chute there, and then I've got a way of course of shutting the chute off behind them. So I can control this just by reaching through the panels from outside, and any one of these panels turns into a gate just by unlatching it and swinging it out a little bit. It's pretty easy to do. It would be nice to have another little gate in there, but I don't have that done yet. So this is the other catch pen, obviously, or the other sorting pen, I'm sorry, just off the side of the catch pen. And they're not real big. They're 3 panels by 2 panels, so 24 by what, 36 math. So anyway, that should be big enough to sort everybody around, I think, pretty well. Cut bulls out, cut calves out, cut mama cows and calves out, and split them however you want. I think it'll work super good. I kind of would have been happier, I think, if if they would have made these gates with a self-catch latch on them, you know, with a taper deal that flips over when the pin hits it, that would have been really nice, because I bet in the middle of working cattle that those lift latches are going to be inconvenient at times. But I mean, they work easy, it's okay. But, so anyway, yeah, that's the working facility. I'll let you know, give you guys all an update how it works when I get everybody in here to work them. I doubt I'll have time to take any video of that, but the only changes I can foresee that I might need to make is, I'm not real sure about the placements of my bow gates in there. That far one over there we just came through especially, I may want to opt to move it out to the perimeter and swap it with the panel out there. I didn't have a real good reason for why I did it this way. I thought it might be handy to have the gates where you can manipulate one open, one closed, or open the other way to close off and make a laneway there. I wasn't real sure, but for flow, especially the way I ended up curving this outer perimeter wall, it might be super handy to have it over there on that side. And this one, this gate I think is fine here where it's at. I put that extra panel there, and I'm going to stake it down with a T-post, I think. I thought it would be handy there just to help divert traffic, kind of as a diversion or catch to when you open these gates. You can run, if you run cattle, if they're flowing this way around the perimeter and they're going to turn and come this way, it shouldn't be too big of a deal to get them to go in through that gate. And that gate won't, the gates don't double fold, they don't fold flat all the way back. So if you open it this way, it's going to block off traffic, and if you open it the other way, it's going to be kind of inconvenient to get cattle in there and then shut it. It's our local life flight. I got that on camera or not? Can't see it in the viewfinder. Anyway, that's what the noise is. So anyway, I think that's just about covered that. If I can get somebody here to run a camera while we're working cattle while I'm busy, I might try to do that. So anyway, that's our overview of the new cattle handling facility. Hope you guys all enjoyed that, and I'll let everybody know how it works out. Gotta go. We'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take care out there. Bye bye.